Officials in Garden Grove, California, uh, were having trouble getting people to stop speeding through their school zones. So what do? They stepped into enforcement with police officers, started taking people more, and had them just step up enforcement tenfold. But it really did not deter people that much. So they went about it in a different direction. They started putting electronic radars that showed you your speed as you were passing. This had a considerable effect, even though there were no consequences for speeding. So there was no real effect that it really should have had, but yet it had an effect. This is an example of a feedback loop. It is just letting you know things that you already know in an easier to understand and more interactive way than you would have looked at it before. There are 4 basic steps to become your first feedback loop to have. Number 1 is evidence, such as the radar equipment signs that flashes a car's current speed. First comes the data, quantifying it as behavior and presenting the data back to the individual so they know where they stand. Second is relevance. The relevance is just the sign alongside of it, such as the legal speed limit through the zone, and most of the time you see those actually on the device themselves, and it'll say 35 miles an hour where your speed, and then it'll have your speed whatever you're going, and that data just, it hits home more, like, a lot better than just looking down at your dashboard and seeing that you know what you're going, but now other people can tell how fast you're going. Thirdly, the consequences. People are reminded of the consequences in this case, such as the fact that you could get a speeding ticket for a higher speed. This really will, I personally don't want a speeding ticket, so I know I'm going to slow down if people can tell how fast I'm going. And I just don't have the money to pay it, so yeah. Then the action of drivers actually slowing down, it was amazing how much it made them slow down. And this feedback loop just keeps you, just basically reiterates the information you already know and reinforces the information that you should know. Such as, there's another example I have is such as a sleep monitor, which will help you. It'll measure how long you're sleeping, what sleep cycles you're in, how long it takes you to get to sleep, and then in the morning it'll give you a score. And then after that, you can go online and you do an online quiz or test and see, such as, do your kids sleep in bed with you, do you have pets, do you exercise, and it'll offer strategies to help get better sleep. This may or may not be a good idea, but I believe it would be very helpful, because who doesn't want to get better sleep? And basically, this is just all about feedback loops and how they affect our world and what they really mean to us. I've seen the signs alongside of the road. I understand the importance of better sleep and how it's so confusing for people to try to figure out how to get to sleep and sleep better. So there's that. And then basically the feedback loop will just help you understand everything in a better way, in a more understandable way than you would normally look at it. And thank you.